Am I here? Am I here? I'm here. So, it's 6 o'clock. It's the 21st of January 2025 and we're back. So yeah, for everybody who is tuning in, we're continuing from last night. Now I will warn you, the joke title is a little relevant tonight as I did get 2 teeth pulled out today and I needed some stitches. So if I sound stranger than usual, it's because I'm 2 teeth down from what I was last night. Now I'll be fine, like I say, but I'm a little sore. So anyway, so tonight what we've got is we've got a bunch of new custom nodes. We're going to clean up the video generation packs and probably push an update to Civet AI. I've got plenty of demo clips now. Obviously that means a rundown on all of the Hunyuan and Cosmos workflows. Those are the 2 main packs that are getting updated. What else are we going to look at? Might make some new nodes, and I've got a couple of new nodes to test, which I've already made, which are probably broken. Now I know that people have been contributing a whole bunch of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a list, and that'll be our Wednesday. So, you know, I like Sunday to be like the weekend review. So we already got stuff that we do every week on that. But Wednesday doesn't really have a regular thing. So I'm going to make that a slot. So if you've made presets or if you've forked some of my nodes or whatever, we can take a look at that on that day. So I think we did take a brief look at some of them yesterday. And we'll do more of that today. Now I'm still cooking videos right now, so you know, let me just have a look and see how many I've got left in the queue. I've got 33 left in the queue, which is roughly an hour's worth. What I might do, because I can resume it, I think, if I just take 33, so I reckon I'll let it do 3 more and then I'll dump the queue and take 30 off that, or maybe if it gets to 6 and it makes easy math, I'm lazy. Electrolab, welcome. Welcome to everybody who's joined. Like I said, in case you missed the beginning, I've had 2 teeth out and I got stitches, so I might sound a little bit stranger than usual. Okay. So yeah, yesterday what we were working on is we were working on this. I left my John Wick prompt list on overnight, and I VHS'd and upscaled and all this to make it look like old footage. Now I might have gone too far. I noticed it's extreme, but don't worry about it. It'll be fine. So yeah, I want it to look like old 80s VHS, which it does. Ferdicar, welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys. So yeah, we've got the ABBA Cosmos running in the bottom, and then we've got the Hunyuan VHS John Wick generated clips in the top. Alright, let me just make this a bit smaller. Okay. And yeah, my plan tonight is I'm going to stop this early, okay? Mostly, the clips come out nice, but I want to do some other stuff, you know what I mean? It's been running all day, so I can finish this off at a later date. I got loads of clips in here, like 150 or something. And it's still making them as I'm going along. Some of them are great. Some of you have multiple John Wicks. You have John Wick leaves and then John Wick enters from the... Get 2 John Wicks. It's mostly walking and sitting stuff. Very little action. And when there was action, it's not very good. But I got a good sample on it. So yeah, I'll leave that playing up in the top right. Welcome Throttle, and welcome Coco. Hi guys, sorry for yesterday, couldn't follow the stream, sick as a dog with flu. Oh no, don't say that. Well, I'm on all the painkillers tonight, so I feel you, man. I hope you get better soon. But yeah, some of these John Wick clips came out pretty good, so I'll probably curate them down into like a joke trailer, you know. Some of them came out real good, but I'm going to leave that playing in the top right corner anyway for the show tonight, so you can just wait. Is he doing the Matrix? Did he just try to do the Matrix? Okay, so I'll leave that playing up there, and it's going to be very distracting for everybody. So yeah, there's 32. So I think what I'll do is I'll just cancel it there and just do math. So it's this. It should be well, it's 216 minus 32, which should be easy for some reason. So it's basically 200 minus 16, which is like 84, 184. So I'll put it on 184, and I can just resume this later. I'll let it finish the one it's working on, you know. Well, I think that'll solve it. There we go. Yeah, I'll be able to solve that later. All right. Okay, so while it's doing the last batch, what have I got to mess around with? Well, some experimental stuff. So I made screensaver generator ages ago. I went round to a buddy's house and he had a screensaver running, and I went, why didn't I think of screensavers? So we'll see what we can do with this. We've also got data bending, which copies a method which I used for glitch stick. So there's a model which I have, which is called glitch stick, and it was trained on images that I glitched with data bending. There it is, glitch stick. And I train LoRa's on various different base models using the dataset, which is like glitched images. Okay, Flux actually did a really good job. It didn't glitch that much. It even trained the copyright sign, which I put right in the middle of every single image in the dataset. But there's a video on the model page from like 2022, because I made this as a 2.1 checkpoint and also as a 2.1 on a 1.5 style LoRa. But yeah, there's like a, hang on, I can probably just mute it and show it now. So yeah, I started off with Photoshop, and then I think I did, and I added the copyright man. That's right. So I added the copyright man to a bunch of random images from my data sets. I took them from a broad scope, and then I converted them into raw audio, and I think, what am I doing to it? I can't quite read the effect. I think I'm doing echo, but I can't remember, and this is what you ended up with. And so yeah, as you can see, the images are now actually glitched because I read the BMPs as WAVs, and glitched them, and put them back into audio format. And there's been a lot of conversation about that over on the Discord, because people have been writing their own nodes and making their own effects. And like I said, that's how the glitch stick model was made. But I'm interested in seeing if we can make the actual glitch effects. And what I want to do is make a V2 that goes over time, if possible. But yeah, that's the data bending. And the difference between the two is that data bending V1 is using like a Python mimic of what I was doing manually. Okay, so I don't know if that'll work, right? I don't know if either of them will work really, but the point is that this is just using the process I just said, you know, convert the image to audio, do an audio effect, and then convert the audio. And when I say convert it, I literally mean uncompress the file and read the raw binary data as the wrong format. Yeah, so it's not really converting it at all, it's just forcing it to open, which none of that might work, right? But anyway, it's got a bunch of effects, maybe it'll work. And then it turns it back into an image, crucially, at the end. Right, and then data bending V2 is my attempt at making it faster by using PyDub, which of course I could never have known about when I used to do this in Photoshop, because I used to do this not just Photoshop, but I think mostly you saw the video, it's mostly Photoshop and Audacity. So it'd be interesting. This is going to be like 100% in Python using PyDub, and apparently like it's not as precise, so it has different presets, but it should be faster. I think it'll be funny if it turns out my version's faster. Well, maybe neither of them work, who knows. And then I got a whole bunch of other stuff to look at. So Electrolab says, did you ever get to hear the raw audio from images? It's a form of sonification. I want to work with that. Yeah, I did. I think that you use one of those satellite algorithms, the ones that they use, because they actually turn the photos into sound and then send them back over radio, and then they convert that sound back into an image. So like deep space probes. I forget the name of the algorithm, but I used to do stuff with that for just messing around. I know you can get I know you can do it, but I forget the name of it. I'm sure a quick Claude or GPT will help. Okay, so let's start where we start. So we've got a Hun Yuan. This is the one I've been using to generate, is it? I don't think it is. I think I was using VHS converter. Yeah. So let's just move that to an easy spot. So this is the this is the workflow I've been using to generate the videos. So it's really simply John Wick General V2, which contains lots of John Wick stuff. I think it's got like 150 lines of random John Wick scenes, always with the word Wick in, because that's the trigger. I literally made the prompt list for the Laura, really, but I've done it in the style of the Hun Yuan video prompt, so you get reasonably decent scenes. And do you know what the funny thing is? I have deliberately cooked the VHS effect, so it's like quite strong, but I'm trying to do something with all these clips. I want to get the best ones and make something short. But anyway, the quality of this is actually really good. I'm just cooking it with VHS. But this is actually a very large, what do you call it? This is a huge video now. It's been upscaled 4 times. So So I'll admit, if you wanted to like be serious, you would back off the VHS effect quite a bit. But it's all controllable by parameters, so not too bothered. Right, so anyway, yes, you just load a LoRa in the normal way, and I did have a little wonder about that as well. You see, there was, whoops, no, Lotta, I can't spell. Right. This is all the new stuff. Create hook model as LoRa. That would be the main base checkpoint. I don't know what MO stands for, but I'm pretty sure that that is for creating a LoRa, a hook LoRa. I'd have to open up my other workflow and remind myself, but I was having a thought the other day of seeing if the new LoRa hook system works with Hunyuan. I think I don't know. I think it might, but we'll have to come back to that. So, other than that, it's a pretty standard affair. Just using EULA simple 20 704 by 384 73 seconds. No tricks. I just saved the videos out. See what I mean? The videos aren't too bad, even though they're very small and short. You get a little scene. Yeah. Okay. So how about we make a new workflow and we get rid of this one? Because what I want is one of my good old example workflows, so I can drop in one of these new guys. Oh boy, what just happened? It broke out and then died. There's not enough room. Okay. There we go, there's one. We'll use that one. So, let's go with the screensaver first. I just had this idea because we've been trying to come up with like low rent ways of making stylized video. Oh nice, it doesn't even, yeah, of course. It's just a screensaver generator, so you don't need to do any of that stuff. Okay, so let's see if we can get it to work. So how long is it going to run for? 30 FPS for 60 frames, so I'll get 2 seconds, will I? If you say so. I mean, I don't think you really need, you probably only need like 14 FPS for screensaver style, and maybe even 12, and then you can hit it with the 25 frames, just over 2 seconds. Let's see if it even works, because it might just be completely broken. Oh snap. Oh snap. No, let's leave it at 12. It's so tempting though. Go 120. Can I get a minute? Not a minute. Like 10 seconds. Can I get 10 seconds? Oh buddy, I can get 10 seconds. Right. That's actually super efficient for just getting back, because you know how we've been doing this background swapping stuff? Well, what if you didn't want to do a video generated background? What if you just wanted to generate something simple like CGI for the background, right? Obviously it would have the matching size, yeah, match the FPS if you want, right? And then it matches the frames, done. And then all I have to do is in the V2 version make it so you can create your own presets. Because at the moment it's just presets, right? But I bet you I could make it so that you could write these in Python as standalone files, and then it's like you could make anything you want. You could make clouds. I don't know what you could do, but let's have a look and see if the other ones work before I start going nuts. So Starfield, okay, we've got classic colors. I guess that means green, does it? It's only 512 by 512. This is very basic as well. Is there like is it just the same? Yeah, it's a bit randomized. Let's go for the Matrix. Ah, dude, that's cool. It's not actually Matrix script, but maybe you could add font support and give it the actual Matrix characters. But yeah, like I said, it's just like if say I've got a character and I want to cut him out, mask him out, I could put him in front of this, you know, and then just generate this or generate something else. It's just cheaper than having video backgrounds or having a library of backgrounds. This is why I'm trying to explore lots of different ways to give you cheap video that you can use for lots of things. Maybe you have a mask, right? And you want to reveal one or the other layers. Oh, hello. I got more comments to read. Right then, I'll take this opportunity to look over here. Alan McKay says, curious if you'd ever do a workflow for object removal, not replacement, to consistently remove objects from images or video reliably. Not seen any solid solutions in Comfy. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much. I'm going to just answer that. So, the funny thing is, I think it comes down to the in-painting mode. And then obviously the prompt. So obviously in Photoshop, you can just drag over a rock, say, and type the dot full stop is the trick. And then it will just remove it, right? Context-aware fill or whatever, AI generated. Yeah. Context-aware removal, I think they call it. So like, if you were to try and in-paint it, there's still like a rock there, which is like a whole bunch of different numbers. And I think what you have to do is set them to zeros and then use the prompt. But that's the problem, see? The seed might just make another rock there. You're kind of up against it. In-painting has always been a bit clunky, if you ask me, because it's sort of like, how many times have I in-painted something and it's treated it like the whole image? I think sometimes it comes down to how you're in-painting, because I remember when I used Automatic 1111, there was all these different ways of doing it, so that when you put the mask on, it wasn't just a mask, you know, that there was use the data that was there, you know, so you can like turn the rock into a cat, right? And like zeros was supposed to be the way to do it. So it's just like in painting, but you've got to set the mask to zeros so they ignore what's underneath, and then they just try to fill the gap. So I think it can be done with an in-paint setup like that. As for the way that you actually mark the damn thing, that's the next challenge. See, I've tried doing like prompt to mask and stuff, but it doesn't get that accurate. So it's almost like you can't really, you can't say that rock there. You have to actually mask it. Like, so that's why I think in painting is the route, and then it's just a case of doing it with like a good like maybe experiment with a bunch of different in painting or masking node packs, because I know that some of them have this sort of option and some of them don't. And there's no, I'm not like, you know, there's no shade thrown, because it's like different tool for a different job, right? But I think that that's how you do it. Yeah, Double dare you to do a video. Oh, what, on the main channel? I will get round to it, I swear. I promise. I double promise. I might even look at doing that, what you're talking about, but what I'll do is I'll wiggle it into the streams over the next couple of days and we'll solve it. And then I'll put a workflow up and we'll do a video about that. That's probably what'll happen. So it's a object removal. See, the funny thing is, I did actually do object removal from video, but I did it with a really strange setup, which technically is in Comfy, but it was specifically for video. Object removal workflow. Need to do it. And I'll just say video question mark. See, what I'll probably do is make it in a still first, and then like adapt it to video if possible, because it's usually the same guts, just as a batch list or something, or as a batch not a list or something, or as a list not a batch, or you know, it's a like I said, I usually just bash it until it works. All right, so this one's actually good. Do we have any more? Yeah, we got bounce. Let's check out bounce. Oh no, bounce is broken. Ah, fiddles. So bounce is broken. Other than that, it works great. And I don't even want to change it. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I've got an audio reactive version of this. Huh? Yeah, I made a Winamp visualization. So I did. And this one's got customizable plugins too. So you can write your own. But yeah, I bet. So we got some community additions now. A plasma wave, it's the same. Obviously, I'm not going to do that now, but. Alright, well, let's just make this, let's just tidy this up a bit, shall we? Get rid of that, get rid of that. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Let's tidy this up a bit. We don't need all this. Uh-huh. Right, now, this is not video vignetting. So I'll say examples and then screensaver. I keep forgetting to do these. So a lot of them are wrong, and I do apologise. But yeah, pay attention to your pathing. I did make the thing to make it easier, but I know that if I don't set it up right, it'll go in the wrong place on your machine too, so then you're cursed as well. Let's see. Examples. Screensaver. Really simple. It's literally a screensaver. So, you know, because I was thinking screensaver is probably the most lightweight way to generate video for the background of another video. So we got our AI generated foregrounds, and then we put on some kind of background, and this is just a starting point really, but this is what I'm trying to do, is give you loads and loads of options for post-processing effects so that we can make the AI generated video look a bit less AI generated, I guess. And then also alternatives for backgrounds and animation, just different ways of doing it. And then obviously we use all the post-processing stuff to like make it look like it's all from the same production. So we had a problem here with bounce. Bounce isn't working. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask Claude, why, Claude, why? So I'll say screensaver, saver generator, generator, I can spell, I swear, generator.py, works as intended, which is amazing actually, because I wrote it in a chat at like midnight. Intended, I can spell. Works, it's probably just all of the painkillers, guys. It's going to be fun. So screensaver generator.py works as intended. However, one of the presets, bounce, produced an error we should fix. And let's get that error. There it is. Okay, and just to give you guys a recap as well, yesterday what we did was quite cheeky. We literally built a Python script, we then made it into a Gradio, right, and then we converted it into Tkinter and built it into an exe for Windows app in one prompt, which is crazy. It's crazy. And it actually did work, you know, the app does actually work. I still want to do some more work on it before I release it though. So that might even get a look in as well. I do think we need to return to Hunyuan video training as well, because I kind of got on this big side mission with post-processing and alternate frame sourcing. Yeah. Because I know that when we start doing all the layering and the artistic combinations with different masks and all this business, it's going to come into play. So I wanted to be able to just have that ready to go. So that's why we've done it that way round. Let's read other comments. Electrolab, Dice Stream Diffusion, a new fine-tuned LTXV model apparently exists. Damn, there's a fine-tune. Dice Dream, we're gonna have to check that out. Dice Dream LTXV. Thank you for letting me know. That's big. That might even be the Wednesday stream focus. I'm just going to put Wednesday there, see if I can obtain the weights. In fact, there's no time like now. Dice Stream LTXV. Dice streams, dice streams, dice streams, dice streams, dice streams. Oh damn, that's not a very good. It's not a very. It's not a very marketable name they've managed to pick. Because dice streams, it's like you're just getting linked to gambling sites. Maybe it'll get popular when everyone starts using it. Yeah. Screensaver generator. Screensaver. Yeah, we'll just say screensaver generator. That seems like the correct thing. Save that. Export that. Okay. So that's that one done. Even though it says VHS video there. Well, they're technically, all of these nodes were children of VHS video in the chat that I started, so. It's a lineage thing, I guess. So I think we need to move on to the data bending. Alright. So that's pretty easy. We just move it across. Data bend. Oh. They don't exist yet. I have to restart. Okay. More comments. So, let's see. What have we got? Fernicar says, nice rain code. Coco Sloan says, Alan, your channel is fire. Subbed. Lewis gives a wave. Alan McKay says, thanks, yeah, exactly. Roll the dice a lot of the time. It'll replace rather than remove. That's regarding the in-paint remove, object removal question. Cheers, mate. Double day to do a video. Video is ultimately where I'm looking. So, very curious. Yes. I might just have a quick scooch while you're asking me that question, because I might be able to, I've got a funny feeling it was an early Keyjai repo. Whoa, what's... Hey, video noise warp. Remember how I've been making all of these video noise generators? I'd love it if it was tangentially related, even just by pure coincidence. Also, it looks like Cog Video Wrapper is getting updates. Alright, let me see if I just go back here and see something. Because I think it might have been him. It usually is. But I gotta... Was it... No. I feel like if I see it... Oh. Was it Brushnet? Open it and find out. That sounds familiar, but it doesn't... It didn't hit the bell. Motion diff. I mean, yeah, but... Boy, I'm reading. I'm reading here. Oh my goodness, he actually made the X adapter work? I can't believe that. Even I didn't know he did that. Okay, so no. Okay, unless it was the thing that I thought it was, not that. I'll come back to that. And that. Right. No. No, I don't feel like this is it. Yeah, I remember because we bundled it for a company like a year ago. Maybe more than a year ago. And it was literally video object removal for video. That's what it literally was. And I'm sure I've seen it be adapted to Comfy since then. I'll have to do some research. What was the name of it? It's going to annoy me. It was just called Cleaner. Hang on a minute. AI object removal cleaner. Good luck. I bet everyone uses it in the back end now. No, I'm looking for... Cleaner. A video object removal AI. Yeah, look, clip it. Everyone's got that now. So it's object eraser AI. See, none of these are. Wait. What if I said GitHub? I'm sure it's not called Cleaner anymore, though. If I don't stop looking at this, though, I'm going to end up making one myself. Ridiculous. Just draw a bounding box. And you can remove the object. Yeah, but does it track the... Because the thing is, it needs to track... Because the one I had, you had to give it a mask. And the mask was the object. So you had to mask the object and then feed that mask back in. And it would use that to paint out using stuff around it, you know? Yeah, I've forgotten the name of it. It's none of these. None of these. God, that's going to annoy me. I'm going to wake up at 2 a.m. like, ah! And like, and I'll be thinking about whatever the hell it is I'm trying to remember right now. Okay, let's get back on the. Let's get back on track here. I'm going to do a load video with just an upload is fine. I'm going to cut the video to frame load cap 25 and then force the frame rate to 25. And then we'll pick something that's not ginormous. One of my test guys. Okay. Throttle said some visualizers need widgets to adjust their variables. Can you add widgets to the node dynamically for each variable change? It would be good on the Winamp visualizer as well as the screensaver. We'll have to talk about improving the node, maybe doing a V3, because that's like a big system change. I don't tend to, because everything is educational, I know people watch the videos, right, for that reason. I try not to do a lot of, like, basically, V1's set in stone. you know. Once it works, it's set in stone, and then V2 will have extra stuff that we didn't put in this. So like if there's already a V2, a V3, and so on and so on, so you end up with like a chain of what was added. Anyway, it just makes it easier to actually use it as a learning aid rather than some ultimate node, you know what I mean? But yes. As well as the screensaver. Yeah, you are right though. There needs to be some way for when it loads the presets to perhaps populate new options. Like maybe I can get him to write the node so that it looks for the presets in a different folder. No, I think you have to declare all these inputs. You can't import them from... Or maybe you can. I don't know if you can. It's just, to my knowledge, I don't think you can do that. So one way you could do is you could have like a common system. So you have like, you know, parameter 1, parameter 2, parameter 3. And then the preset would use would use numbers, not names. And then you could have the preset system. You know, you could have the values affect each preset. Because I think the problem is that if you look at the code for it, where is this one? Right, no. And apparently he fixed the screensaver bounce feature. I need to test that. Where is it? Where are the where are the things? They're not. See, it's got presets. So actually, wait. I think the options are actually... They're not in the code, are they? I thought they were declared, not at the top, but somewhere else. So you've got the colours up there. That's easy. No. Wait a minute. I went past it, didn't I? I must have done.
You're listening to fivebelow5.uk radio. I put this together with all the tracks I've built over the last few weeks. Thanks for listening.
That's the colours. Huh.
Check out our YouTube tutorials as well.
Where are they? Got the presets. I think they must be just declared in the code, so maybe you can do it then. That's funny. Where are they? That's fun. These aren't external either. Everything is in this. Oh, what have I missed? Oh, you linked the model for Dice Stream. It's on C-Art. Gotcha. Thank you, mate. Thank you, Fernica. Wait, I'm tripping out here from the painkillers. What the heck's... So Fernica said, I tried last night to make it EXE, but it crashed all the time. No GUI. Ah, man, that sucks. Did you have a solid concept that you know works, though? Because I know that does actually help. Because a lot of the time, I actually had something which was either so simple that it wasn't trying to do much, like I said, a stopwatch, or I already knew everything on it works because I'd already like developed and tested it all first and then tried to build it into exe. Also, I realized that you have to have, so say if it has an AI model, it has to have that AI model in the VNV or something. It's kind of interesting. So when you go to build it, yeah, that's how I got the Whisper to work anyway, the Whisper app. But it's a really cool app actually, I want to put that out. So anyway, let's get back to what we're doing here. So before I test this, I need to test the screensaver bounce and see if it's fixed. I completely forgot. So let's just mute that for a sec. So need to check the bounce, because the thing is, if this, yeah, bouncing balls. So, you know, being able to create just random stuff like this in any size for any number of frames, and it's quick, means that you've got something to, like, with the addition of more presets. So what I want to do is make a V2 version which will have Python presets, which means that they're extendable, anybody can write them, and then we can build up loads of options. That's the idea anyway. Maybe better color schemes, or just better color choices in general, because these are a bit suck. Rainbow. It is what it is, right? But there are many, you know what I mean, screensavers. Thousands of different types of screensaver. And it doesn't cost a lot. And technically you can make them in any shape, at any frame rate. Like doing 120, so when I did 12 frames per second for 120 frames, that's what I was doing before. It looks fine. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, and then I'm thinking layer it on top of its layer it on top of itself. Maybe do speed, audio reactive speed from the flex pipeline from right on the inside, stuff like that. Anyway, okay, so that's fixed, so I don't need to worry about that. So now I can get back to testing the data moshing. So what the heck is this before I even show that it's broken? Because you're thinking, well, what? Echo, reverb, distortion, bit crush, tremolo, phaser, and chorus. So what we're doing is we're taking an image. Do we really want to do 25 frames? I'm going to go to 12 frames per second. I'm going to go with 12 frames in case it takes forever. In fact, it might even be, I don't know. I don't know. Do you know what? I'm going to go right down to like 3 frames. I'll say 3 frames over here as well. This is a bit of a strange setup, okay? But I'm just trying to save myself. Okay. So, what does this do? It does data bending, which isn't the same as data moshing. Data moshing is messing around with keyframes and intermediate frames on MPEG-4 compression. Data bending is loading files as the wrong format, doing stuff to them, and then putting them back to their original format. And if you're lucky, they will be artistically changed. Okay? No, it might just crash. Oh, it worked. Looks like I got it. Still got it somehow. Yeah, so what this did was it changed the frame. In fact, let's do the whole thing. Let's do the whole thing while we're talking about it. So what we did was, let's go 0 and just do the whole thing. Yeah. So we converted each frame into a BMP, and then we loaded that BMP as an audio file. Applied, which is totally wrong, but we loaded the binary data with an audio header, and then we did echo. Okay. and you know, that's what happens when you do echo to video. Oh my god, it's actually done a whole bunch more stuff. Oh wait, I know why. I forgot to change that back to 24. I was like, why has it changed the... There we go, that's more like it. So now it's playing back like normal. So we effectively just data bent the video, right, with the echo effect. And the idea is you chain and stack these effects for various different purposes. And you've got, what I've done is I've said echo delay and echo decay are for the echo, right? So if I put decay up and I put the delay up, you'll see the difference. Hopefully I didn't just break everything. Did I just break everything? No. Oh, look at that. And it's done. Okay. It's freaky. It's like totally offset the video. It's an echo, right? Okay. So, if I go now to reverb, I think reverb is its own thing. Let me see if that's broken. I got a suspicion it's broken. Reverb. It's not doing them all, by the way. So the one you select is the parameters that are named. Oh my. Well, reverb is definitely interesting. Distortion intensity is at 0.5 by default. It has changed it, but it's hard to say how. Let's turn it up a bit. Okay. It's kind of making him like over exposed actually. Let me turn distortion down to like, I wonder if it'll get darker now. Maybe. Okay, well, distortion's a little bit like, I don't see much, I don't see what it's doing. But that doesn't mean it isn't doing anything. Bit crush next. There's no bit crush parameters, so you can't even turn it up. I mean, I don't think it's going to use that parameter, but it might. No, it doesn't. Okay, so maybe bit crush doesn't do anything. We'll try tremolo. See, it seems like I had presets at a time and I had parameters made, and then it's kind of like added more of them which don't have any parameters. So that's tremolo. We'll go for the phaser. Nothing. So maybe phaser doesn't work. Okay, chorus is the last one. At least it's fast. Oh wow, what the? Okay. What? Chorus is crazy. Chorus is absolutely crazy. I love the look that it's come up with. This is so crazy. What the heck has it done? That's chorus? Well, there it is. Okay, so yeah, that works. Sure, some of the presets aren't the best, but like I said, the first one is always a proof of concept. And I'm going to overhaul the preset system in V2, so this was like the most... I'd laugh if this is the only one that works now, because I've already written V2. But it's not tested. Because I like to do the testing live now. Examples, data bending, V1. Someone forgot to change the thing again, too late. Right. So let's get data bending V2 anyway. So again, it's the process of changing an image, or images in this case, into audio and then applying effects and then turning it back into the image again. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. How the heck? I bet reverse just turns the image around. Alright. So we're going to do speed. Oof! No, we're not. We're going to do reverse. Oof! Do you know what I think's missing here? Did I forget to update? Did I forget to update? I think I forgot to update. Let's find out. There is a new library called PyDub. No, I already had it. Okay, so maybe it's just not very good. Could be the node's just not very good. First one works great though. What the heck? Why am I in a testing menu? There we go. So let's see. Full Dive Media says, hi, hope you're doing well. 30 minutes to catch up. Hopefully you did catch up before I read that. Throttle says, pity. That would open up so many possibilities. AI control nodes, AI on the fly node generator, inside Comfy UI as a node. I think someone did actually make like a on the fly 3D generator, on the fly generated nodes. Like there is I'm pretty sure there is like a Comfy UI repo or custom node pack that aims to generate nodes. Yeah, so you don't need to download custom nodes or something. I don't think it caught on now. I don't know though. Maybe it did. Maybe they made millions. I don't know. I can't remember what they're called now. So, Fernicar says, I did it with Careless Whisper repo. I found it requires FFmpeg and may need FFprobe if you upload other audio formats. Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if I had. I mean, did you use the Whisper Gradio before you tried to make the EXE? Because I had the problem where I hadn't downloaded the model because I hadn't used it yet, and so when I did the EXE build, it failed. But yeah, I'm gonna disappear off the screen because I've pretty much just been yapping. Right. Electrolab says, that's exactly what I need to make a video echo node. The audio echo needs to be multi or reverb, huh? Electrolab, beautiful. I want audio output too to hear the images. Yes, I think that it's just a bunch of like high-pitched screeching, if I'm being honest. Yeah, so I think this is useless. I think what I'm going to do, because then nobody else has to install PyDub for no reason. Because this isn't, I don't think this code works, but I got code that does work, so I'll cut my losses. Get rid of V2, because I'll write another one anyway. I'll do that another day. That's one more thing done. I'll just get rid of the one. Because like I said, a lot of these nodes, I come up with them late at night, and if they work, great. But if they don't work, it's quicker to just make it again. I could base it off of this one that does work, you know? And perhaps solve this parameter challenge, because it is a challenge. Like, how do you set up the parameters, you know? DJZ data bend V1. This is the one I'm interested in. Echo. So I think I was doing stuff like amplify and compressor, you know. So I'll probably change the effects that it has right now, because I know that some of them aren't really going to produce interesting effects. Chorus look cool. That was a strange. Some of them I don't think work. I think phaser and bit crush doesn't even do anything. Distortion didn't. It just seemed to make it brighter. But often that is what, you know what I mean? It turns out that making an image brighter is the same thing as distorting an audio file, right? In terms of the binary code. Anyway, this is old stuff, right? Furnicar has a pull request that will mimic the system path, so you could put both FFmpeg into the root folder. Yeah, I wonder how I managed to get around that. I don't think I put, because I just want to know why I didn't need to do it. But regardless, we'll look at it. So let me see where I was. I was looking at Keyjai stuff. So what's this warped noise stuff? It's currently usable with Cog Video X. Raft optical flow model. Noise warp. Added preliminary support for Go With The Flow. Here's Laura Waits. To create input videos for Noise Warp, added a node that works alongside my spline editor and comfy inpaint nodes, or just CV2 inpaint to create cut and drag input video. What? So you put, wait, what? But it's just, what? Okay, that was the beginning. I was going to say, what the hell? Okay, let's just look at this together. So he's made a layer that you can move the layer in. Okay. And then you put the video in. Ah, and it makes him move. Huh. That's crazy, dude. And that actually fits in with everything, with a lot of stuff we've been doing here too. But this is for Cog Video X. As far as I know. Interesting. It's pretty slick. So in case you missed that, you look up top, we have in-paint model, right? We have load image, which appears to be masked. Okay. And then image and mask to the in-paint, image and mask to cut and drag. And then you implement the spline data, chord string, coordinates. And then the background image stays. He did a pretty good job of filling what was behind it though, because if you notice, he just kind of, he cuts it out. So it's actually one image that's becoming a layer, and T2V5B final. T2. So what's that? Is that text to video? Yeah, T2V. How strange. I love that system though. It's pretty cool. Alright. But it's, like I said, it's for COG Video. I haven't really covered COG Video in ages. I probably have to re-download 30 gigabytes. So go with the flow. Motion controllable video diffusion models using real-time warped noise. So I was onto something, just not knowing how to plug it in. So you just move a layer and then it makes it into a video of that happening. Just move it around and there you have it. Interesting. So that's what it is. Go with the flow. Allows you to isolate an area with a mask and then move it around with a spline, and then it creates a crude animation. No, wait, what? No GPU needed. Huh? Oh yeah, okay. Then a diffusion script to turn the crude animation into a pretty one. You fine-tune a base model and use warped noise. Okay. It's a strange tensor shape. Well, what do I know? I only know what I do, and what I do is my bit. So yeah, COG Video X is something I do need to get back to though. Video noise warp. Usable with COG Video. Okay. Alright, so we've got our data bending V1. There was something which I don't have, which is trails. Do you ever remember trails in old video cameras? Like, I was thinking about this. Hang on. So, in old digital cameras, I can't believe old digital cameras are old now. In old digital cameras, there used to be a special effect called trails that would, I'm just going to say trails and say, do you know what this is? I'm just going to say that before I start. If I define it too well, there we go. Motion blur like effect leaves a series of ghost images or trails behind it. Yes. No, I don't need you to do that, but what I do need you to do is take this script, data bending V1, I'll just say use DJZ data bending V1 .py as the template, and for the input output formatting to ensure compatibility with Comfy UI as we create a new custom node named video trails .py which which will simulate this effect. Apply it to a batch sequence of images. Expose any and all parameters to allow the user to control it. Show progress. Feedback in the console. Probably spelt a few things wrong there, but chasers. They're called chasers. LSD chasers. Pete Johnson. Nope, only tripping on LSD. Used to love getting them with trails back in the 90s. A good decade. Feels like it's about time to come back, right? So let's see, we'll download that and we will put him in that folder. You know that folder. And then we're going to get in here. Do you know what? I could probably just repurpose this to video trails. Oof. Ah, that video trails, bro. There. There we go. Oh. You don't want to do that. Okay. Yeah, there's another effect I've been trying to do, but I haven't even made a start on it yet. It's kind of like movement turns pixels black. So if you have somebody talking, as they move their head from side to side, it's like the movement makes the idle pixels turn black. That's it. It's just an idea I've had. So it's like you'd end up with like a black outline around small movement. As you it's kind of like eating the pixels. But yeah. What are we going to call this one again? I've completely forgotten the name of it. Oh yeah, video trails. Video trails. Video trails. Let's see if it works. Oh my, oh my. Whoa. It's trying to do it. Hang on. Let's get a video that has some movement. Well, is that really moving though? Let's change it to 48. That's not trails. That's edges. And change the trail length to 10. It lied to me. Hang on. Oh, this video was a lot larger. Whoops. So this doesn't work. Be like, no, really do it though. See, I would have done it with luminosity, so, but I know it doesn't work like that. Strange how it's decided to do it. But I'm not complaining if it works. Because that's not right. That's a bit scuffed. I mean, hey, everything has value, but not for what I'm doing right now. Although it's interesting that you can just get it to break stuff and just call it whatever you want. You know, because a lot of these techniques like data moshing, data bending, they essentially happen because somebody broke it. There's some, yeah, Pete Johnson says some sideways movement. Now, he may have been just making a pun about the car. Oh, okay, yeah, we need to recreate the widget. There we go. It had old parameters. Okay, so it's going to go ahead and do it again. We'll see what happens. It's quite slow, though, is one thing I'll say. Intensity 1. So what we're looking for is it basically leaving the edge behind. You know, as it moves, it leaves a trail. You know, if you had your hand and you moved your hand and your after images. Oh. Now it's showing off. Okay, we've created something. I'm not sure if this is really what we wanted. Let's put other things through it and see what happens. Oh no, it's going to take forever. Mind you, you could use that to overlay on top of the original video, and then you wouldn't actually have to do this many frames, but it's very slow. Whatever the hell it's doing. I mean, it's they are trails. It's just, it seems like the trails are being applied to just a black image, you know what I mean? It's not... Velocity Ascent says, greetings from New York. Hello and welcome. We're just having fun. I just realised my VS Code is blocking John Wick. That's not good. So... perhaps if we recombine the blend, you know, maybe if we build in blending with original, so we could say have an option for blend with original, because I feel like if I put the original image underneath this, it's going to look real nice. Be a nice little effect. And I guess it is doing video trails. I need a better option, a better example. We'll try this one again in a minute. So I'm going to do it with the assistant while it's chugging away. So again, new task. I have a node named Video Trails. I can type. I have a node named Video Trials, which is designed to apply a late 90s camcorder effect trails to a sequence of images, which is passed through the node I want to include, well, in fact you don't need to do the blending in this node because you can just have another node and do it that way, so you don't need to do that. Let's just double think what I'm asking for here. Oh, that's cool. Oh, hell yeah. It's so beautiful and messy. Yes. Okay. Let's just go for 24 frames because I know it's going to take forever. What? That doesn't look as good. Put the threshold up. I mean, hey, it's not what I asked for. See, this is the thing. It's cool, but it's not what I asked for. Furnicar. Similar to yesterday's glitch, by the way. I added timecode to yesterday's stream to find the glitched video. Huh. Interesting. Find the glitched video. So, I'm not happy with that. I don't like it. I don't know why. It's not as interesting. Maybe if I did a motion blur, motion threshold, I should say, down. So what happens if we... Yeah, what happens if we take that? It's not really what it's supposed to be. It works, but it's not... Is it doing a motion blur? Oh, I don't think it... Oh, it's not a motion blur. It's called Video Trails. I could have sworn it's supposed to have the original image in it. I know I can add it back myself. See, that looks interesting. It's just going through a bush. I mean, it kind of is where the motion is. It's kind of difficult because, you know, the clips that I've got right now are random. Fully random. See, that's correct. So yeah, I think I might just... I don't know. It works. Don't break it. Just do the example. Make a V2 if I want to make it better. Yes. This could be much better though, is my concern. It is doing video trails now, but it's kind of like not what I had in my head, if that makes sense. what I had in my head was like, when you move, it leaves an after image behind. You know, like, which is what this is supposed to do. So now I'm like all confused. It's funny. I guess I could just do the, you know, the whole V1, V2, ha ha ha. Whoops. Lucky it's the export that gets pushed. Right. So now I'll say I need to create a video trails v2 dot py, which aims to faithfully recreate the after image type of trails. Impressive. Electrolab says video trails is echo, only the need to fade out. Very nice anyways. Pete Johnson, yep, like that echo you had earlier, but lots of them closer together. Interesting, so maybe just jack up the intensity or alter the frequency. Well, the V2 is there, so I will create that. V2. I'm not sure if it would help or not, but trail effect was also very popular in the 70s. Yeah, it was. That's kind of the same effect I'm going for. I think it got popular in the 90s because you could just do it on a home camcorder, whereas before you needed, like, you know, cinema equipment to do stuff like special effects like that. Well, that's my understanding anyway. I don't know if that's real. Strange that they were really far apart. Okay, so it looks like similar settings. Okay, so it does the same thing but much faster. Damn. I mean, okay then. It's still not quite what I had in mind. I need to find something less tricky. Here we go. Let's give this guy a blast. Whoa, yeah. Okay, I'll take it. I like my version better now. Look, that's actually really cool. Alright, more special effects. I need more. V2. V2. See, this one's way better than the first one, and it's still not even what I was trying to make, if I'm being honest. But it's close enough. It's close enough. There's almost no motion on that, so let's see what happens. Oh crap. There's nothing, because there's no motion. It needs motion. Alright, let's try this one. Oh hell yeah, yeah. It's just weird. It is doing it though, you can see it in the trees. It's doing it, it's just doing it in such a strange way. More new tracks playing. Let's try one of the classics and see what it does with that. At least it's fast. The other one was slow. This is super fast now. It's the same, if not better. It's actually kind of crazy. I kind of like it. What I'd do is I'd combine it with a 50-50 with the original. So layer blend basic, and we'd go with background. No, wait. Background and layer. Do I really need a mask? Do I really need a mask? Save off. Do I really need a mask? Should just go with what, 50%. It's just going to be A. It was 100%. Yeah, like that. Yeah, look at that. You're getting a trail on the smoke. And then I think we could even do overlay or screen as well. I'm going to go with overlay first. Screen might be better though. Depends, I might need to turn it to 1 or 100. Make it stronger. Throttle said, yeah, nice. Then Pete Johnson said, cool though, I like it. Electrolab says, I get the same. When video echoes, it turns into inverted color. Not sure why. Oh, that's interesting. That did a different effect entirely. And you can see the blur as well. Yeah, this is looking good. Let's do it one more time with screen. Still at 50. And of course, you know, you could have done like multiply. Oh crap. It's quite a dark image though, so maybe dodge is the way to go. I like the trail that's coming off this though. What it's doing is nice. Oh yeah, that's too strong. Too strong! Maybe. Oh, so we got colour dodge is there. I'm just having fun. Right. Anyway. Add. Yeah. We could do add. Yeah. Why is it 0? Did I set it to 0 just now by accident? You can see the trails real nice on the moon and on the edges of the mountain. Looks good. Bit of a mess, but you know, that's the input. I mean, just to be honest, on its own. Yeah. So we save that one. V2. So screensaver, data bending, V1. And then the video trails. Now, what was the other thing I forgot all about? I got notes. Morph didn't work. Oh yeah, what happened to that frame rate based upscaler? I'll have to come back to all of the missing bits. I don't have the right headspace right now. I'm still like, painkillers are wearing off and new painkillers are kicking in, so. All my teeth. Okay. So, something you can do with video trails. Alright. There's the keyframe based upscaler. Now, does it even run? Uh-oh. What did I just... Oh, it's that. That's okay. So, 2x. That's the original. And then this is the upscale. Let's find out. Huh? What's this? I've never seen this one before. Okay, so we want to do a select. What's it? Select frame. I can spell. Where's RG3's comparer? Image comparer. Okay, so that one can't do it. Oh, I know why. We've gone 2x there, so I need to do upscale by 2 on this one. So 1, 2, 3. All right. Maybe half a chance of working now. All right. Nothing. Nothing. And this, they're identical. Identical in every way. So what did it do though? Because the thing is, do I want to... Okay. That's kind of annoying. You can't, that's not a number, so you can't increment it. It's kind of annoying. So if this is a keyframe based upscaler, you'd think that the second frame isn't the keyframe. I bet it doesn't even work. They're identical. I bet every frame is identical. So hang on. Keyframe threshold 1. So how about we say 2? Identical. Identical. Wait, not identical. Okay. So we got, okay, so you can probably barely see that, but right there. Okay. We could be onto something. Well, actually it's irrelevant. Going any further is irrelevant because it is different. It might be slight, but it is different. So, but then, wait, but what about 0? I thought 0 was identical. Maybe I just didn't look hard enough. Yeah, it's not identical. Okay, so we're looking at a different upscaling technique than nearest exact. So let's just see if it's just one of the other types. I'm just trying to disprove my thing. Oh, hang on. Yeah, so as far as I can tell, it's just doing bilinear. So this one is a lie. I'll add that to my list as well. Keyframe, but it was a bit of a half-baked idea anyway. The idea was to see if you could use a high-speed upscaling for non-keyframes, and then see what it looks like. But I think that it probably wouldn't match, and you'd have to do color match on it, and it probably wouldn't even, because my idea was you spend more time upscaling the keyframes and then let the iframes figure out the rest. So you don't really need to upscale every single frame. That's the experiment that I'm doing here anyway. Because I thought, when you actually look at how MP4 is, if something doesn't move, it doesn't get recorded, if that makes sense. See, there's no need to have the same background be upscaled every frame because it didn't move. So we already had that data in video terms. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to peer into that area of things. But I think that what it is you have to actually encode the motion. So that's why you do actually need to upscale every single frame. But it's almost a shame that you can't just go, the background isn't going to change, you know, and then just use that data for later frames, you know. Anyway, so this is the experiment that I was doing with this one. But the rest of them are good. So let's have a look at what we've added today. We've added yes, the screensaver generator. We can go back to that. So we've done data bending V1, screensaver generator, video trails, and video trails. So I think what I'll do, I should be able to just get him to do it. Hang on. Build me radio app. Yeah, that was the prompt. Look, build me radio my. That should have said my. I even spelt it wrong. Build me radio app. Yeah. And that worked. It cost 91 cents though, so it wasn't free. It wasn't cheap. I am looking forward to the day when we can use this stuff with, you know, a local model. Yeah, it's this one. That one's getting added to my list. New node general. Or multiple, you could say. New old reel. By the way, did you submit anything to the Project Odyssey event? And smart idea, so it's like a reference frame. Yes. One question: could your idea work if you use just a small percent of upscale for every frame to get the same result? If that makes sense, what I just explained, and then after the result, put it again into the upscaler. I mean, you could do, but basically the reason that I'm investigating alternate ways of doing it is because I just recently got done with another node called, there's two of them. There's interlaced upscaler, which comes in with a GAN supported version. I like the V2. So interlaced is the original. So it does it by doing the rows. So you got this one's for video. I mean, I think they probably both work for video and stills, but you know, all I can say is that I actually tested this one is for stills, and it uses an upscale model if you want. So I'm meant to get the V1. Laced. There. Although this one doesn't seem to have an upscaling on it. That's weird. Where's the upscale? Oh. Sorry. Interweaved. Interleaved. There it is. That's it. So the idea came from back in the day. They used to sell TVs that weren't really 1920 by 1080. They were 1080i, not 1080p. And that was just 720p, and they doubled the rows with some trickery. And so all I'm trying to do, I don't even know if I'm doing it right, but it is fast. So, and like I said, you put that up to 4x, it'll do a 4x on video, which is really nice. It's interesting these are switched around. I don't know why they're the opposite way around each other. But yeah, the video version has a temporal radius, which is useful. It looks forward and back in the sequence. And different interlace methods, different interpolation methods, and different motion compensation methods. But it's like a top first row splitting. That's what it's trying to do. And so ever since I made these, I've been trying to make something else, you know what I mean? I'm like investigating old ways of doing it and then seeing if it's possible to, you know, find a way to rewrite it in Python as a new node. So yeah. Did he finish the task while we've been talking? No, I never told him to start. There we go. So what he's going to do is he's going to do what the prompt says. He's going to look for any new Python files that do not have a README named after the custom node. It's a bit of circular stuff, but... Oh, about the Project Odyssey event. It's something like the Olympics of AI video, and they got rendering, so technically you'd just do. I'm sure you would win. Maybe you would try for Season 3. Oh, right. Is there, like, seasons of Project Odyssey, is there? I got to admit, I haven't had the time to put something together that has, like, some purpose behind it, if that makes sense. Because if I was to dedicate the time to making a production, I would fall behind on the research front. And what I like to try and do is introduce new things that everybody can use. And I think that if I got too much, you know, even making this lot here took a day, this lot here took a day. And I feel like I might get carried away if I entered a video competition. Rendering category. And there are seasons. Interesting. Who knows? Maybe there'll be time. Maybe I should do Season 3 the next one. Yeah, that would give me more time. Because I got to admit, like, you know, it would be easy to do like a John Wick thing, but that's somebody else's Laura. I'd want it to be my Laura. I haven't even got up to training my own video Lauras yet. Although I am no stranger to training Lauras. There's plenty of them up there. I just haven't got around to training video yet. I wrote a bunch of tools to make the training part easier. But that's not really the same thing, is it? Alright, so it's writing documentation for me for these nodes. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate the compliments. Ah, $750, eh? %1 of my time and power. I'm not sure if that would be fair. but I appreciate your kind words. Yeah, to be fair, there's some really amazing people making videos out there, and they've been making them since before Hun Yuan and stuff like this. Cosmos has actually made it easy, you know. But it's kind of like, if you want to sit there and go, I want to do this and I want to make this, you can curate a whole bunch of stuff, or you can like go for an aesthetic and then hit that hard. There's so many ways to approach it. If I wanted to do it, I'd want there to be some kind of narrative, but maybe that's just biting off too much to chew, because it takes time. And I am behind. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've got a whole bunch of stuff I need to get done. And I just lost a day as well with the selling all my teeth for a new GPU. It's funny. The first one came out easy. Second one was a nightmare. True, but their quality is very bad and the category rendering is so bad. They've also got narrative. You're not behind, you're one of the best, no joke. Huh. Well, maybe I'll put something together, man. I mean, look, the trouble is, I need to do some catch up on the main channel big time. I've been focusing on the live shows lately, so I haven't really been doing the tutorials daily like I used to last year. But I do want them to come back. I think that's really important for them to come back. Not even mentioning, don't even mention Sage Attention. Yeah, exactly. That was do you know what? The biggest derailing was just the fact that, you know, I had a bunch of projects I was in the middle of doing, and it's like trying to remember what all those projects actually were, because I kind of get things done quickly and I don't, you know. One thing kind of follows another. Right. We've looked at that. We've looked at that. Looked at that. Looked at that. How are we doing? It's finished. All of the stuff should now have documentation done. Okay, so now we update the index, and while it's updating the index, I'll upload the files. We'll do the workflows, yes. So that would be screensaver generator, data bending V1, video trails V2. So what's that, 4? 4. Yeah, because V2 was no good. Yeah. And I want to make a V2 of the screensaver generator. I think that one actually had the most promise, you know, screensaver generator. Oh my goodness me. It's not that one. It's that one. Screensaver. And then Next one, video trails. Data bending. Where's that gonna be? Up here somewhere? Yeah, boy. Oh, nuts. It did the thing where it skipped what I wanted to do. Automatic. Right. Okay. So that's good for now. So, yeah. Back to the main. Into the nodes. And upload them nodes. So that would be from there to there. And to be fair, hang on a minute. We don't need PyDub, so you don't need to update the requirements. So that saves whatever it saves. There we go. Wait, no, it's from there. Actually, I think they were already there, but they probably weren't in the last update. So if I can see VGA effect V1, then we're up to date. Oh man. Well. Oh. VG VH VGA effect 1. Yeah, it's there. It's there. All right. So that leaves us with just enough time to clean up the Hunyuan packs. So let me just... I gotta go to my tools, come back a bit, let's go in here. Git pull. We done all right. So if do I even have this? That might not even be. Yeah, I don't think I even did Cosmos yet. Let's get rid of this one. Hang on. Oh, look, I nearly got punked on the live stream by Civet, but luckily it was all blocked. Isn't that amazing? They nearly just punked me, but luckily it was all filtered out. I need to start using Civet Green when I'm on this site, man. I tried to stay on my profile, which I know is safe. Oh my god. Nothing is safe. So yeah, if I go to me and then go to models, all I really wanted to do was check if I'd already released Cosmos, because I just realized, no, I never. Oh yes, thank you very much everybody who's joined. Please like the stream. We don't exist if you don't like the stream, and consider subscribing, because after all, I'm at this 24/7. You don't want to miss anything now, do you? Are we going to actually go to the models page though, Civet? Civet? I guess this is... No, this is the showcase page, not the models page. Useless. There's a lot of John Wick with a Bitcoin as well, which is strange. I don't know if it's like Bitcoin is the most common type of coin. And has a lightsaber fight every now and then too. Alright, so this is models. No. Bottom line, we never did it. Okay. So we're going to want to do Code of Cosmos video. It's going to be a workflow pack. It's going to be a base model. It's going to be whoa, Cosmos. Yeah. And it's going to be, well, that's what it is. I2V, T2V, video. Coda Cosmos is my workflow pack for NVIDIA's Cosmos video generation Moodle. No. No. What? No, no. What? Oh, no. 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 What? Oh man, I gotta say other again. This always happens to me. It's not even on here yet. Okay. What the heck is going on here? Why is it opening that? Do you know what, right? Every now and then it just goes crazy and it opens a shortcut. So, I don't even remember what I was doing. Weren't we on Civet? Yeah, we would, see? I think I must have like misclicked or something. I was clicking here and then I tabbed out. Whatever. Oh yeah, of course. Now we're in the zip. Useless. There we go. Nightmare. A mind-to-speech model. Oh, is it really true about your mouth? And how does that work, by the way? Actually, it's the opposite. The lazy analyst. Oh, we've got some new commenters. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, basically... Everyone. Okay. Yeah, I did actually have... The short story is I did actually have 2 teeth out today. But unfortunately, they don't pay you for teeth. You have to pay them. So, you know, I was just joking around, guys. You traded a mouth for a GPU? Hell yeah. Free codes to join. Okay, I'm just catching up. Update DJZ nodes and get yours. Sorry, Electrolab. Mine doesn't actually do it does video echo, but there's no sound. Maybe we'll make a V2. Lazy analyst said, yeah. New, old, real. By the way, is it really true about your mouth and how does that work? Basically, it's the dentist. I just had to go and get 2 extractions done. I got stitches in one side. So I'm surprised I'm even here. To be honest, I thought I was going to not be able to do the stream. Like, literally, I felt like I'd been in a fight this morning. My God, man. It was rough. But it's the first time it's been rough. Usually they're really good, so I don't mind. Okay, so now it wants some examples. So we got examples somewhere. If I go to Cosmos... And I guess what we could do is we could do... Because we got too many. You know, you can guess we got too many. So I don't think the numbers are the same either. That one was pretty good. So it'll be that one.
UK radio. I put this together with all the tracks I built over the last few weeks. Thanks for listening.
I think that one was good.
On my SoundCloud and on Bandcamp.
It's like I don't really remember exactly which one was the good one.
Check out our YouTube tutorials.
I'll take those. And then curated 2. Ah, that's the same ones. Curated 1. That one and that one and that one. Those ones were good. I won't put the VHSified stuff up because it's not really how it came out the can, if that makes sense. And now we have to have fun waiting for the the captions, because I bet they'll be fun. We're also going to put the last image first. Hey! I can't publish yet because it hasn't given me any names. Nuts! But yeah, hopefully that's that. So then the other thing, of course, is Hoda. Hoda, so that, yeah, Hoda. Right. So what about, does it compress that as well? And then what's this going to be? Probably like, I don't know, V5, I don't know. I'm going to have to check. I don't know. V3. Okay. And that's easier as well. I can just go V3. I don't know if the new stuff really beats the drift cars though. They look good. It's almost a shame to get rid of them. Hunyuan. Ah, I got spooded. But I don't believe him. He's a liar. Okay. I don't believe you, Spooder man. Oh, I'm already at the point of I need to put pictures in. Okay. Okay. Output. Hoda. We'll use the triple wick. Triple juice. I'm tempted to use this one, but this is like not, people will think that that's what the output looks like, so I'm not going to do that. What the heck just happened? It just copied them, didn't it? God damn it. How do you do it? How do you pick the best ones when you have 300? Right, hang on. Where's the third one? It's gone. What? Where'd the gun come from? Oh my god, he looked like someone else. Whoa. What? So 25, 79. It's probably not the best way to do this, okay, but it's probably the fastest. Yeah, I bet I'm going to miss loads of good ones, but I don't want to... Whoops. Don't tell me I've forgotten the... There. Right. John, let me introduce you to John. The gunfight stuff doesn't really translate because it's too much movement. It's funny. Are they fighting right now? I think they were. Okay, so 10 and 83 looked cool. 10 and 83. They're like, yeah, whenever it shows a fight scene, people are just moving quickly around and stuff. I might have to watch John Wick again tonight. It's been a long time. When did it come out, even? John Wick. The first one. 2014! My God, 10, 11 years. Has it been that long already? It's crazy. So 212 was good. What the? He teleported through the steps. Two one two 194. 212 and what was it? Oh crap. Well, that's all you get. That's all you get. Wow, just guns. Lots of guns. Did it just shuffle everything? No. Yes, we should enter Odyssey with John Wick 7. And see if Lionsgate give us a COD. Right. Publisher. And Publisher. What's wrong? Okay, cool. So updates. Don't forget, Ghost Tapes is out on SoundCloud, and there will be more albums coming out over the next week. Right. So, Civet update. I think that's Cosmos. No, yeah, it was. Oh, everything's so close together. Done. Okay. I got another album as well, just about to go up. I just haven't had a chance to master it. So if I put this onto thing, how many do we actually have? I know we're over 100 because we celebrated already, but some of them are a little bit ropey. So let's see, from Anamorphic Effect down to Zenkai. From A to Zenkai, we have 109, which is a good number. That's a good number. So I'll be able to move on to something else. If you see here, I have 132,000 buzz to burn, so that means there's going to be some new Lauras. I just wonder, have they, what? I wonder if they've added any new models for training. You would think it would be an amazing buzz sync to allow us to train video on Civet. I wouldn't be... Now, I haven't heard anything about that. Okay. The last scoop I had from Civet was that you can generate video on there. And they now have Hailuo, Kling, Hyper, and Mochi. Okay. No LTX, but that's because there isn't a commercial version yet. And I know that the training scripts they use are written by the same people that have done training scripts for LTX and Hun Yuan. And with that gaining popularity, I wouldn't be too surprised if we didn't see something like that. Now, I've had no nods, no tips, no whispers, not even a rumour. But it does seem like obvious. I don't know. To me, seems obvious. Seems like the move. But until it happens, I can't tell you that. So anyway, we've put our Cosmos pack up. I'll add more documentation to it in the future, I'm sure. Yuan video repack. package. Now, I think I downloaded this because my jujufs were not working for this animation thing, but it seems like it's got a memory leak and it hasn't been updated for weeks, so I'm not going to touch it for a while. Seems a little bit cursed. All right. So where are we? We need to do, I think it was 33 or 32 maybe, I forget. For like an old, I wanted it to look like an old VHS tape. You see what I mean? It wasn't enough to make it look like VHS. It had to look like a worn VHS. Because thus you can't wear out digital video anymore. Fernicar says, time flies faster with all the AI race pressure. And then Electrolab said they actually experimented with non-intrusive mind-to-text some time ago. Yeah, it turns out if you use diffusion, you can decode thoughts. They've known that for a while, so it's possible for them to read your brainwaves, have you look at a picture, and then them decode your brainwaves with diffusion models and be able to get the right kind of thing. It won't be the same thing, but it'll look similar. And I think that it might just be a trick. Who knows? You know, maybe it's not what people think it is. But it is interesting that we're being able to decode thoughts, you know what I mean? To be able to know what image you're thinking of. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. I think they literally, yeah, mind control now. Like they can get a rough idea of, say I'm thinking of a tree. They can predict that I'm thinking of a tree, and it's like beyond luck. You know what I mean? I bet they don't even get it 100% of the time. But the point I'm trying to make is it's like it's a step towards. Because I like the idea of Neuralink, but I don't like the idea of having electrodes going straight into my brain stem. I think that maybe we could do it wirelessly, maybe. This is like me arguing for not shoving wires in your skull. I mean, look, if it works and it's safe, fine, but I can just imagine, you know, you get a big crack on their head after having Neuralink, and maybe that's going to sting in a new way, you know? I'm not up for that. But the idea of having like a little pod on your head and it like basically does speech to text without you even talking, that's pretty cool. You could sign me up for that. And it turns out it just cooks your brain with microwaves, but whatever, you know what I mean? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, I guess. VHS. Right, so that's not it. VHS converter, there we go. I was like, where are my files? Yeah, these are the files. 189. So where are we up to on this? 184. Okay. Get some new ones. Oh my gosh. It's struggling. It's struggling. I'm going to kill this one off. Is it better now? I think it's better now. Okay. Electrolab says, if you trained on a tree for hours, yeah, exactly. It's non-intrusive, but don't shove wires in your skull. Yeah, electrodes are fine. They don't go in your skull. Well, maybe they do, but that would be for like a medical reason, right? I don't know. I just don't think it's a good idea to put anything in your skull except food. Food. Food is okay. We'll put food in your skull. A nice bit of cake, you know. Perhaps a biscuit. So this is going to be running for a while, probably long after I've left. Oh wow, look at him go. So anyway, what that leaves me with is the last little bits and pieces, which was I wanted to check out. I got some new tools which I haven't tested. Sound familiar? I can find it. Right. I bet there's so many problems with that. Let's try this one instead. I already built this once and it failed, so I thought I'd just build it again from scratch. Cool, this is taking a while, isn't it? That's weird. Where's the output? It's a bit weird. I think oh, okay, it's not been made yet. Fine. It's driving me crazy. Yes. Too slow to run. It's glitching out though. It's just glitching out. And it's not finishing the video. So weird. What's going on here? I feel like I'm getting scammed. Huh? 0 bytes for 190. You look in the log, it ends at 187, but it claims to be doing something. It's weird. I'm in the right folder. I think something's broken because I'm not... Wait. No, I'm just impatient. That's all it is. And it's lagging. I reckon I have got, if I get the best scenes, I've already got a John Wick style track I made. So I might just get and then put it together like, you know, like as if it was an old VHS. The only trouble is that they didn't make, you know, 16:9 wasn't a thing. So, I mean, I guess I could emulate PAL widescreen. Yeah, I could probably try PAL widescreen. It's quite funny though, the effect is like a worn VHS tape, so it's like you watched it way too many times. And like I said, with a bit of curation, so like delete all of the stuff which is really obviously bad, and it'll look good. Plus, I wonder what would happen if you tried to color grade this as well. Interesting. The only thing I wish is I could have gotten 5-second clips out of it, because 5 seconds is better than 3. Yeah, every now and then you have like spatially physics breaking movements or composition. But on the whole, I think it does a pretty good job. I was quite surprised with how stable it is, like the temporal stability of the model when it's a fine-tuned LoRa. It's quite surprising actually. I'd love to know what settings they use to train this. It's not perfect, obviously, but it's pretty good. Yeah, so it is working, it's just incredibly slow. So there it is. Coda Cosmos is up. If you want to grab that. I mean, obviously, it's been up on the GitHub for a couple of weeks, but, you know, I just honestly haven't had the chance to get around to uploading it onto Civit. So hopefully that's useful for people. To be honest, there's so many workflows getting made now, I just don't, you know, in order to update a specific page like that, it's getting more and more difficult to do. But yeah, Hoda's looking pretty good right now. Electrolab says the effect is like you got illegal cable TV from your neighbors by tapping into the signal or bad antenna. Yeah, that's what I was going for. Because I was thinking like you could make like a really cheesy VHS trailer using clips. Because then they don't need to be in context, you know what I mean? You can just be like, John Wick is dancing at a bank. I don't know. It's just what's happening right now. I don't know what's going on. I mean, the other thing, of course, is you could put in the anamorphic black bars, crop the top and the bottom, but it's almost a shame to crop those beautiful pixels. So did it finish upload? Yes, it did. Right, now I can actually get back to what I was doing. Hang on. Right. Start. Come on. Did it crash? Oh, no such file or directory. Damn. Oh, it's the same old trick. Underscore, not dash. Why isn't it working? Yes. Ah, what? Don't switch to NVIDIA broadcast. So, wait, so it crashed because it couldn't find the keyboard event, which is spacebar.
Thanks for listening. You can check them all out on my SoundCloud and on Bandcamp. So why not go over to fivebelow5.uk? Check out our YouTube tutorials as well.
Bumbity biddly boo. Close folder. Wait. Oh, gotta do it manually. Trying to remember which one it was. It'll be not Video Puppet, Radio Video Switcher. Okay. I'm amazed that it can even figure it out from you just saying, oh, this script doesn't work, and then an error. I mean, I guess it makes sense contextually, but it's sort of like, oh, the thing, the this. It's like, how does it know? I don't know. I just think it's kind of miraculous sometimes, which is awesome. He's just having a little dance by the looks of it. I think this is them trying to do the gun scenes. And they just kind of come out all weird. Like they're all... It does these sorts of scenes way better. Where everyone's just kind of standing around. That's what it's really good at. And it can do movement, but it's sort of like the more movement you have, the more unhinged it becomes. See, this is alright. You can do these sorts of scenes. Whoa, we got an extra Keanu. Whoa, hardcore driving skills. Whoa, you don't want to be standing there, okay? It's not a good place to stand. I bet it's like really windy. He's on. Okay. Love it. So how does it look? Oh, okay, so the class name was wrong for that version of Gradio. It's always a good idea to change the class name of stuff. Keeps the devs on their toes. But yeah, I am thinking about organising all of the best clips into something, and then I've got some John Wick music to put to it. But I don't know how cheesy I'm going to go. Wait, we got a different error? We got the same error. Did you even fix it? I'm starting to wonder if he actually fixed it. I'm just going to say same error. Yeah, definitely watching John Wick 1 again tonight. What a movie. Okay, so it says run the application from the start thing. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I just got this idea. I keep messing around with this idea. It's just really simple. Because I was thinking how efficient it would be if you had two videos and you could just switch between those two videos with a button or a mic input. And then it's up to you what you do with that video. But it seems like we're running into some issues. I don't even think radio's the right thing to do it in, to be honest. So, but yeah, like I said, that's an experiment I've been working on. I got a couple of versions of that one. I also have been messing around with this, but it's, you know how we did the whole building of applications. So we make something in Python, and we decide we want to make it into exe with PyInstaller, yeah? And I was wondering, like, what could we do to have, like, a key system? I wondered, because, yeah, sure, you can buy a key system, you know what I mean? You can license a key system from... There are companies that sell key systems. You don't have to make your own, okay? And you could argue that I'm just being mental, but it's a nice little idea, which is that in your build environment where you build the apps, so you're building your program, right? You have a web UI running in Gradio, which runs with a database, SQL compatible, and every time it builds an app, it registers that app with its database, And then what I'm running on at the moment is the apps are free, right? But they say unregistered. You see what I mean? And so then the idea is to have a key that you can generate from a web UI, which then a user will enter in, and it doesn't use internet connection, right? So it doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you put the key in, it will give you the full version. You see what I mean? It's that kind of thing I'm looking at. Just for fun, I thought it would be interesting to do some cryptography with AI, generate, you know, private keys and public keys and so on. And yeah, like it says here, really. Can we open this? It's just a little idea I had. I was sat there, I was like, because at the moment, if I made an app and I said, hey, here's the app, you can use it for free. Well, what if I wanted to give out like a pro version that you could buy? Wouldn't it be nice if we could make that kind of thing ourselves as well? But yeah, private keys never leave the admin system. Public keys are embedded. Secure key generation. Offline validation. And it seems to be up to standard. So I don't know. It's just something else I'm just messing around with. Obviously, you've seen Tiny Whisper. So this would be the Python version. So in case you missed that from last night, I did finish it off after the stream. I bet it'll be like, what are you doing? I'm still trying to make videos. Doesn't it look like they're all dancing, but there's nothing in their hands? They don't have guns. Is it open? It's opening. It's opening. I think first run takes a while. It's taken forever. Oh, we've got some more videos. Chuck them over there. It is, look, this is supposed to be a gunfight. That's really funny. This isn't starting because it's too busy doing this right now. He's like, come back later. Oh, it's at the very beginning of the thing. Oh, well. Oh, well. This is not... It's taking forever to run. It's probably all the bogus Python. I'm definitely soaking my memory up because it's glitching out without playing the videos. Oh, here it is, my beautiful exe. So it's running tiny now. When I compiled this app, I didn't actually have the medium model in this. So that means if you switch to medium, it doesn't do anything. Also, when I say force CPU, it doesn't. I don't know if it does. It's hard for me to tell because the way I've got it set up right now, it just tells you what you're running. But yeah, if I was to say the cat sat under the mat and then it ate cheese, and then I just look, it saved the WAV file. Transcribe. Hopefully it doesn't, you know, hopefully it can find the cats that are under the mat and then ate cheese. And the whole point of this is so I can then go Control V somewhere and get, because it's actually this app is speech to Careless Whisper is speech to paste. And then what I want to do is I want to hook it up to a push to talk button, and then maybe do a pin to top, and then try to make it smaller. You know, unless of course it's possible to make it run in like, what's it called? Unless you know, I mean, if I could set up because I don't know how shortcuts work when you're not actually, because as far as I'm aware, look, if you have this open and there's a shortcut for VLC, if I press Control S now, it's not going to save this text file. You see what I mean? So it's almost like I've never done any development with like global hotkeys, if that's even such a thing. But I know it must be, because I've got like screenshot tools that'll do like Control Shift C and stuff like that. And so what I'd like to do is maybe you have to do like Control some of the button. Maybe you have to do like a combo. But the idea is you hit the button, while you're hitting it, it's recording. And then I'll say some words, and then I'll let go of the button. That's now stopped recording. And then transcription would happen automatically. And now it's in my paste buffer. But I get closer and closer to this every day. Like I said, a couple of days ago, I was like, I wonder if I can make it a Windows app. And then Mr. Super Fake Name came along, saw what I was doing, which was like staging my way towards the problem. Like I was walking slowly towards it, and then he was just like, just ask it to make the exe. I was like, that can't work. Gizmo64K said, for Windows there is a direct input key. Doesn't interfere with other apps, but will grab the keys. That's interesting. Because essentially what I'm looking for is a push to talk hotkey for my Whisper app. That's all. .NET DirectX. Okay, interesting. Hey, should we ask Claude about it now? Let's see if he knows about it. I'll be like, hey Claude, hey Claude, hey Claude, hey Claude. Oh my god, is it John Wick the musical?
Listening to 5below5.uk radio. I put this together with all the tracks I've built over the last few weeks. Thanks for
Let's ask Claude, shall we?
You can check them all out
Yo, Claude, yo.
and on Bandcamp.
Claude,
5.uk.
I want to know more about direct input key. Which might allow my app to use a push to talk key in Windows, even if it is not in focus. And he'll say, stop drinking whiskey, then you'll be able to focus. Wait, what did he just do? This is the point where I have to gently remind him. I'll say, but Claude, I wrote my app into Kinter. But Claude, I wrote my app into Kinter. Claude? We'll show you how to implement global hotkeys. Ooh! So it's the same thing, but for Takinta. Huh. Yeah. So that's actually good. I think I could actually, I might be able to use that. Thank you for the tip. Keyboard library might require root admin on some systems. You could just run the application as administrator. Yeah. Yeah. It's fine by me. Oh no. But Claude. Maybe. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm targeting Windows users, you know what I mean? Because I'm thinking, what I want to do is I just want a universal thing that does the simple job. Because something I'm doing all the time, like, okay, let's just think of something right now off the top of my head. Cross-hatching, yeah? Is there a Python library which I could import as a package with pip, which could simulate cross-hatching, and then I could do a post-processing effect for Comfy UI custom node? And I appreciate I could just type that, you know, but the amount of times I've just typed that, it's getting obscene now, and I'm just looking at ways to do this. There you go. I could just say it. And of course, it works for, you know, for this as well, because, you know, you could be like award-winning prompt, detail, woman in a red dress, right? That's a good prompt, right? I'm just being silly. So that's pretty much the whole show for you guys. I think what I'm going to do is let my computer have the night off, as it's been just processing every day. And to be honest, the only thing I need is more action scenes, and they're really hard to get right. But yeah, that's everything I got for you tonight. I somehow managed to struggle through the 3 hours, even though these stitches, man, they're absolutely agony. Hopefully the painkillers will have kicked in for me tomorrow. But yeah, look forward to the Wednesday show. We'll be back at 6 o'clock UK GMT with a whole bunch of new stuff. I'll be up early tomorrow, so I'm going to have loads of stuff to tell you about. So, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for coming along and hanging out. See you next time.